Days after a suicide bombing left over 100 dead in the Peshawar city, Islamabad is set to ask the supreme leader of Afghanistan's Taliban to rein in terrorists in Pakistan. Special Assistant to Pakistan's Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has said delegations would be sent to both Tehran and Kabul to ask them to ensure that their soil is not used by terrorists against Pakistan. A senior Pakistani police official in the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province has said the Kabul delegation would hold talks with the top brass of the Taliban. On condition of anonymity, he elaborated that the top brass means the Afghan Taliban chief, Hibatullah Akhundzada. Pakistani officials have blamed an affiliate of the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan for the blast in the Peshawar mosque, which actually took place inside a fortified police compound. The Taliban haven't officially responded to these reports, but earlier this week, the Taliban Foreign Minister Amir Khan Muttaqi warned that Pakistan should not blame Afghanistan for these terror attacks, and Pakistan should in fact put its own house in order. Since the Taliban's return to power in Kabul in August of 2021, Pakistan has witnessed a dramatic uptick in terror attacks, especially in regions bordering Afghanistan. The TTP shares common lineage and ideals with the Afghan Taliban, whose supreme leader issues edicts from his hideaway in the southern Afghan city of Kandahar. Now, during the 20-year US-led intervention in Afghanistan, Islamabad was accused of giving covert support to the Afghan Taliban. This even as the country proclaimed a military alliance with the United States. But ever since the Taliban seized Kabul in 2021, its relations with Pakistan have soured. This has been attributed in part to the resurgence of the TTP. For more on this story, WION's Pakistan Bureau Chief Anas Malik joins us live from Islamabad. Anas, what is the significance of this outreach by Pakistan to the Taliban? And frankly, given the fact that the Taliban in Afghanistan keep distancing themselves from the activities of the TTP and are in fact now asking Pakistan to put its own house in order, how optimistic is the Pakistani leadership that they can actually get the Taliban to address this issue? Anas, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now, Neha. Go ahead.
Okay, Anas, the question I was asking is, given that the Taliban in Afghanistan has repeatedly told Pakistan not to blame them for the terror attacks taking place on Pakistani soil, the Taliban have repeatedly distanced themselves from the activities undertaken by the TTP. How hopeful is the Pakistani leadership really that they can achieve some sort of a breakthrough in these talks with the Taliban?
Well, there's plausible deniability on the part of Kabul, Neha, when it comes to attacks in Islamabad or on Islamabad. And that is what we have been seeing. The Pakistani establishment knows this very well, the game that is being played, because that plausible deniability is something that they had maintained when the West was alleging the same to them, that they were harboring and nurturing the Taliban. Therefore, the Islamabad authorities in Islamabad, or in fact elsewhere as well, are not convinced with the description or with the picture that the Afghan Taliban are trying to paint while they are trying to distance themselves from the TTP, and that clearly is not working. And that is the reason we're seeing that the Pakistani authorities are now keen on sending a delegation to the place where it matters the most, Kandahar, and hold talks with the Taliban authorities, the Taliban admins, in a bid to hope that probably things can work out. And the spate of attacks in Islamabad that have sharply risen up by about 58% since the Taliban took over in Afghanistan next door in August 2021, they can probably drop down and something tangible can be agreed upon for the betterment of the people of Pakistan and for the betterment of the people of Afghanistan. Neha?
A desperate hope indeed for Pakistan and the Pakistani leadership at this point, both political and military, but can this hope really be realized is the million-dollar question. Thanks very much, Anas, for getting us all those details. We'll track this story closely with you.